At only 18 years old, Jen has already proven her abilities as an offensive player. The Florida State soccer staff and team are giving her all the tools she needs to take her game to the next level. We can't forget your half-court shot to end the half there. I thought maybe you had a dunk in you this game.
Oh, no, listen, every day, me and Isabella Nicolay, we practice our half-court shots.
A little chilly here at the Seminoles Soccer Complex, but that did not stop the Seminoles from taking down the Duke Blue Devils in a top 10 matchup. Seniors Dana Castellanos and Caroline Jeffers were honored for their senior night at the beginning of the game, and it was Dana's strike from deep that allowed the Noles to win 1-0. 63-55, Florida State takes down UVA today in the Tuck. Allie Rubenstein with Valencia Myers. Valencia, with just a minute left on the clock, you had a 5-point lead. How were you able to maintain that lead?
We have to be able to focus and knock down free throws.
Florida State will be back on the field tomorrow over in Orlando as they take on UCF in their redemption game against the Knights after last week's rained-out game. Be sure to check out the Seminoles and follow their season on Seminoles.com. The Noles hit the road next weekend as they take on two ACC opponents, Georgia Tech and the Clemson Tigers. From Seminoles.com, I'm Allie Rubenstein. Kelsey's Florida State family has continued to support her since her graduation last May. Her athletic talents have been relocated to a different court, the tennis courts. It was a tough battle here at the Tuck as Florida State fell to Georgia Tech 67-52. I'm Allie Rubenstein here with Naja Woolfolk. Naja, no game is ever a given, but especially in the ACC, what did you see from your team tonight?
I think we did a lot of panicking.
South Florida got off to an early lead, but Florida State was able to come back and top the Bulls 7-3. Allie Rubenstein here with Matthew Nelson. Matt, in a weekend like last weekend against Niagara, how are you guys able to collect yourselves and come back and propel this win?
Yeah, no, Friday night was a tough loss against Niagara.
Leading into the third set, the Noles put up a tough battle, but the Gators came out with a 3-0 win against the Noles. This morning, the Noles topped Detroit Mercy 22-0. But the game that sticks out the most is last night's victory against the #1 ranked Crimson Tide. But can they do it again? The semifinals are taking place at the CCSA tournament here in Emerson, Georgia, with the game featuring Florida State and Georgia State. The Noles defeated the Panthers 3-2. Up next, Florida State will face LSU in the championship match of the CCSA tournament. That'll wrap things up at the soccer complex for today, but the Noles will be back on the field on Friday to take on the Miami Hurricanes. Kickoff will be at 5 p.m. Starting out with the #1 team in the country isn't easy. Does this kind of weekend show you what you guys are capable of?
I definitely think going into it, we were a little intimidated. It was a bit of a challenge.
88-36, the Noles dominated tonight here in the Tucker Center as they took on Charleston Southern in the home opener. It was a team effort led by Nikki Akamu's 18 points and Kaya Gillespie's double-double. The Seminoles recorded a total of 51 rebounds and only allowed 14 points in the second half. Tonight's game marked the 10th ACC win for Florida State, but there are still 3 games left on tap. Up next, Florida State will travel to Atlanta to avenge Georgia Tech and then make their way back home to face Clemson and Notre Dame to close out the regular season. I'm Allie Rubenstein for Seminoles.com. The Noles fought hard against a talented Colorado defense, forcing overtime with a 2-2 score at the end of regulation. Freshman Jenna Neiswanger scored the game-winning goal with 10 seconds left in the first half of overtime. On Sunday, FSU will take on #4 ranked Pitt here in Tully Gym. Make sure to come to the game decked out in black. From Seminoles.com, I'm Allie Rubenstein. Let's rewind to pregame, celebration of senior day. You're sitting on the bench watching that tip-off video. What emotions are running through your head?
Just a blessing. Just happy to be here.
This is the first international trip for Coach Poole and the 2019 team. The Noles are excited for this opportunity to happen right before their season starts in the fall. Well, you heard it here. The Noles will be back on the court to take on Pittsburgh up north on Saturday. From Morgan, I'm Allie. Go Noles. Tomorrow, the Noles will take on the Black Bears here at Dick Howser Stadium at 12 p.m. for Game 2 of the series. From Seminoles.com, I'm Allie Rubenstein. 88-59, the Noles sealed the win here in the Tucker Center as they took on Sanford. Naja Woolfolk recorded her second career double-double with 23 points and 12 rebounds as a point guard. Also in today's matchup, Nikki Akamu scored her 1,000th career point as a Nole. Season high of 14 points tonight. What went well for you?
I think I was focused today, and I know me and Kaya had a lot of good high-lows.
Well, that wraps up another week in Florida State athletics. I'm Allie Rubenstein, and that was your Seminole Update.